Well, hello there, Buffalo faithful. It's a new week. You know what that means? A new game. Now, sadly, we're not playing another FCS team. We are playing what is quite possibly one of the best college football teams of all time, the Ohio State Buckeyes. The current talent roster they have is tremendous. Chase Young, Jeff Okudah, Justin Fields. A very, very talented group of players. Even though Ohio State is better than Buffalo in pretty much almost every way, there's one thing that Buffalo has that Ohio State does not, and that is grit. I fully expect Buffalo to come out here and turn some heads. I don't expect them to win, but I expect them to put up one hell of a fight. And while it is true Ohio State has a roster full of 4- and 5-star talent, Buffalo has 2-star kids who are willing to be in the gym first, the last to leave. They are the kids that will play a pickup basketball game and fill up the stat sheet with the non-recordable statistics. Let's get to the shoe. A beautiful late summer evening here in Columbus, Ohio. Live from the shoe, one of the most intimidating home stadiums in all of college football. Tonight's game features the number 2 Ohio State Buckeyes looking to make their return to the national championship game versus the young, up-and-coming team from Buffalo, New York. This is gearing up to be, hopefully, a fun matchup. Real David versus Goliath situation. And here we are, moments away from kickoff. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I know the team's excited. Let's get down to the field. Buffalo starts with the ball about their own 25-yard line. Myers under center. Single back set. Handoff Patterson, and Patterson becomes friends with Chase Young on the first play of the game. 2nd and 9, they're bringing in Landry. Myers, handoff Patterson. Patterson finds a hole. Patterson stiff arms a man and gets 10 yards on the rush. What a play that was. 1st and 10, Landry still in the game. Myers, handoff, and is going nowhere. That talented defensive front is going to make this run game difficult. 2nd and 10, they're bringing in an extra run blocker, hopefully try and get the advantage on their side. Myers, handoff Patterson, is not going anywhere. 3rd down. Myers in the full house formation. Gets the snap, is throwing. Kevin Marks heard the footsteps. Buffalo's going to have to punt. Finnegan needs to be careful today. We do know that Demario McCall is a fantastic punt returner. As McCall gets an easy return here as Aiken Jr. cannot bring him down. Shakes him off, and Mulba is going to get him down after a gain of 17. And here comes Justin Fields. Fields, the transfer from Georgia, faring off better than Jake Fromm at this stage in his career. As Olave in motion. First play of the game for the Buckeyes, and it's a wide receiver sweep. Olave, no one near him. Patterson has to shove him out after a gain of 12. This is what we were most worried about. The up-tempo offense of the Buckeyes could be a major issue for the Bulls as Fields on a keeper and is drugged down after about a gain of 6. Patterson gets him by the ankles. 2nd and 4, split back set. Fields, another read option up the middle, shoves over a defender, gets 6 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Olave in motion again, and Fields keeps it. Fields gets about 7 yards before sliding. Could have gotten a little more there. 2nd and 3. Fields takes off almost immediately. They can't get him in the backfield. Washington slows him up just enough. And Roy Baker comes in and gets the loss of 2. 3rd and 5. Buckeyes in field goal range. Fields sends the tight end in motion. Gets the snap, setting up the screen, and the pressure gets to him. That is Ronald McGee forcing the Buckeyes to kick here. As the kick is wide right, just nowhere near the uprights. 3rd down and 9 after 2 unsuccessful runs for the Bulls. Myers under center. Back to pass, is looking and just completely misses Jarrett Patterson. Finnegan needs more airtime on this punt. Trying to return from McCall as the punt is almost blocked. McCall, fair catch. His ball's on the ground. Oh, we could not jump on it. Hits him right in the helmet. 1st and 10, Buckeyes. Fields surveying. Finds no one and tries to take off and is laid out. 2nd and 6, Fields back to pass. Over the middle, that is Jalen Gill. Jalen Gill shakes off the would-be tackle and gets the Buckeyes a new set of downs. 1st and 10 here for the Buckeyes. Quick pass out left to Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson shakes off a tackle. Wilson down the sideline, the 30. Has a block, needs the other block, and is pushed out of bounds after 55 yards. 1st and goal, Dobbins gets the ball, cannot get brought down behind the line, and Dobbins takes it in for the easy score. Buckeyes going up 7-0 after this PAT. 1st and 10. Can Buffalo respond? Handoff, Jarrett Patterson. Patterson up the middle of the field. Makes one quick cut, and he's got 13 yards. 2nd and 7. Myers, handoff, Patterson. Patterson going right, and there's a flag on the play. Holding on the Bulls. I guess a team like this, you can't afford to have any penalties like that. That is a drive killer. 2nd and 16, Myers under center. Back to pass. Quickly throws it, trying to get it to LaFave, and no one is home. Myers is having some accuracy issues right now. 5 wide set. Patterson out there in the slot. Myers back to pass. Going for Patterson and overthrows him by about 9 yards. Myers started his day off 0 for 5. Finnegan, the punt, got good airtime on it. However, the coverage is a little bit suspect as McCall just weaves his way in and out of traffic and gets 22 yards. 2nd and 9 for the Buckeyes as Ruckert goes into motion. Fields hands off left side. Dobbins goes up the middle, cuts back left, and gets 8 yards. Finally brought down from behind. 3rd and 1. And this is the problem with the Ohio State offenses. Doesn't matter. 1 yard, 5 yards, 25 yards. They're going to hurry back up and try and get you again. Ruckert in motion. Dobbins again. Shifty in the backfield and finds the hole. Banks cannot get him. Patterson shoves him out after a gain of 27. 1st and 10. Fields hands off to Dobbins again. Dobbins up the middle. Shoves over, lands on a defender. Finally ruled down at about the 5-yard line. Dobbins, almost 60 rushes on 5 attempts. 1st and goal. Buckeyes staying in that shotgun formation. Fields back to pass. Slings it out to the right side. That is Luke Farrell. And that's an easy touchdown for the tight end. Fields, hot start. Myers under center, handoff Patterson. Patterson taken down behind the line of scrimmage as a loss of 3 and Amir Reap on the tackle. And that's going to get us into the 2nd quarter. Buckeyes lead 14-0. Pre-Washington out here in the Wildcat takes the handoff, keeps it, and is going nowhere. Loss of 3. Myers, 3rd and 16. Goes the underneath route to Patterson. Finally gets a completed pass, but this is going to be another punt. Finnegan from his own end zone. McCall, all the room in the world. McCall receives the ball, cuts back left. McCall gets past some defenders and finally managed to get taken down after a gain of 25. Fields throwing left. That is Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson shoves Patterson over a little bit. Needed 3 other defenders to take him down. Gain of 16. 1st and 10. Fields. Handoff Dobbins. Dobbins at the middle. Gets about 6 yards on the carry. 2nd and 4. Fields hands off to Dobbins. Dobbins, what a monster run. A hard 5 yards right there. 7 carries, almost 70 yards for Dobbins. Insane start to his day. 1st and goal. Fields, another handoff up the middle for Dobbins, and he muscles his way through. The touchdown for the Buckeyes, 21-zip. Myers in the full house. And it's just a statue back there right now. Another punt incoming. Finnegan deeper in his end zone this time. Not a good punt at all. McCall up the right side. Shakes off the tackle from Landry. Does not go down. Another 16 for McCall. Dobbins, handoff left. Patterson gets blocked. Mulba can't get the tackle and is finally taken down by Tyrone Hill after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 here. Fields back to pass. Looking, and that is Malcolm Kuntz. Malcolm Kuntz finally gets to Justin Fields. Loss of 6. 3rd and 10. Fields. Surveying. Throws it left side. Olave. Chris Olave comes down with it. Just terrible coverage on that play. And after this extra point, it's going to be 28-0. 2nd and 9. Shotgun. Myers. Looking. Throws it. Completes to Daniel Lee. That's a nice strike of 18 yards. 1st and 10. Sticking in the shotgun. Myers. Looking. Finds Daniel Lee again. Daniel Lee seems to be filling in the shoes of Carlton Todd. 2nd and 10. Myers makes a little adjustment to the play. Myers rolling out left. Sets his feet, and Okuda gets the interception. Just a terribly inaccurate throw. 1st and 10. Buckeyes, 4-score lead, looking for more. Dobbins hit hard by Javarius Harrison in the backfield. 3rd and 7. Fields setting up the screen. Dobbins gets it and is taken down. Javarius Harrison again. 2 great plays by him. Buckeyes with their first punt of the day. 2 minutes to go in the second. Myers swings out to LaFabe. A gain of 2. 2nd and 8 now. Myers throws to LaFabe and is once again about 9 yards off the mark. 3rd and 8. This stadium is raucous right now. As Myers finds Lee, Daniel Lee, 20 yards on the reception. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. Myers. Play action, fake to LaFabe. LaFabe gets 8 yards. Sadly, does not get the first. Time still going. 1 minute to go. Myers under center is sacked almost immediately. Tried to get it out. Buffalo calls the timeout. 3rd and 7. Myers under center. Looking. Backing up. Finds Patterson. Patterson was completely covered. 2nd and 16 here. Fields. Right side. That is Jalen Gill. Jalen Gill gets 10 yards on the reception. And Ohio State is opting to ride this out into halftime. Right now, it's all about pride, and Buffalo needs to make some adjustments and try and get something to go their way in the second half. Fields on the first play of the second half is taking off, stumbles, and falls forward for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Fields, the only person in the backfield. Tight end in motion. Fields throws right side. That is Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson gets the first down. 1st and 10. McCall in motion. Fields keeps it and then just shoves over Malcolm Kuntz. That is a 12-yard rush for Justin Fields, making it look easy out there. Dobbins moving over to the right side of the field. Fields throws it to Dobbins quick, and Dobbins makes the man miss, and Dobbins is loose. Tyrone Hill, the only line of defense, and they somehow rule Dobbins down at the 1-yard line. I don't know how that wasn't a touchdown, but sometimes it goes your way. Fields throws it to Jalen Gill. Touchdown. Down 5 scores, you might as well try something different. Get a little creative. Play action. Myers over the middle of the field. Had none, but dropped it. This is going away from the traditional try and pound the ball offense as Myers. Back to pass. Throws it. That's Nunn with the reception. Antonio Nunn, gain of 16. 1st and 10. Myers under center. Hand off Patterson. Patterson gets 4 yards on the carry. Myers makes a last-second adjustment. Hands it off to Patterson. Patterson gets 3 to 4 yards on the carry and struck down by Chase Young. 3rd and 2. Patterson cannot get the extra couple of inches there, and the Bulls are staying out on the field. You might as well down 35 points. Myers, quarterback sneak, easy 1st down. Now pre-Washington in, Wildcat formation. Patterson in motion, a pre-Washington. Throws, somehow gets that ball out, and Dominic Johnson gets 6. Not pretty, but it worked, and that's all that matters. Nunn in motion. Myers gets Nunn underneath. Nunn gets about 9 yards on the reception there. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Myers, handoff Patterson. Patterson goes up the middle, gets about 4 yards on the play. Chase Young and Patterson have become very good friends today. 2nd and 6. Myers, a shotgun. Back to pass. Rolling out to his right. Throws it off his back foot, and Antonio Nunn is sitting in the soft spot in his zone coverage. 1st and goal. Buffalo needs to get 6 here. Hey, and Dominic Johnson on the slant route. Wide open. Matt Myers finds him. That's a touchdown, and you got to go for 2. You have to. There's no reason to not go for 2. Myers, quick throw to Zach LaFave. Hey, at least they're only down 27 points. 1st and 10, 3rd quarter winding down here. Fields hand out Dobbins, and Dobbins meets James Patterson. Patterson keeps him in the backfield. Loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Fields back to pass, throws it to Jalen Gill. Jalen Gill gets past the defender, gets 20 yards on the quick slant. Fields back to pass on 1st down, rolling to his right, taking off, and Javarius Harrison knocks it out, and that's Onwuka diving on the ball. That's a fumble recovery and a little bit of momentum for the Bulls. 1st and 10. Myers. And once again, just a statue in the backfield today. Loss of 8 on the sack there is Myers. Looking, Zach LaFave over the middle. LaFave gets 23 yards on the reception. 40 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Myers, 2nd down. And is once again taken down. Loss of 8. And heading into the final quarter of action, Buffalo down by 27 to Ohio State. Let's see what we can get cooking in the 4th quarter. First play of the 4th quarter, Myers, 3rd and 18. Cannot get the ball to anybody. Finds the ground, 4th and 18. You got to go for it here. Myers loading up, going to Zach LaFave, and LaFave comes down with it. What a beautiful pass and catch there. Down to about the 5-yard line. Bulls hurrying up to the line. 1st and goal. Myers, handoff Patterson. Patterson cuts it back right, and Patterson gets the touchdown. 2-point conversion. Myers looking, rolling right, and just throws it. Haskell Garrett knocks it away. 1st and 10 now. Fields throws right. That is Wilson. Wilson gets the 18-yard reception. Fields fakes the snap, throws it to Jalen Gill. Jalen Gill shoves Tyron Hill off. Breaks off the tackle from Banks. First and 10. Fields another quick pass to the right. That's Olave. Olave is laid out after a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Handoff Dobbins. Dobbins at the right side of the field. Dobbins shakes off a would-be tackler, and Malcolm Kuntz finally drags him down. Fields handoff Dobbins. Dobbins shakes off the tackle. Washington just lays him out. Second and 6. Bulls crowding the line. Fields handoff Dobbins. Dobbins just is too quick and shifty. They can't bring him down. First and goal. Ruckert motioning to the backfield. McCall gets it and muscles his way into the end zone. 7 yards out. Another touchdown for the Buckeyes. 42-14 here. Let's get weird. Let's have some fun. Pass to Dominic Johnson. 7 yards. Second and 3 Bulls. Hurrying up a little bit here. Myers. Looking. Throws. Antonio Nunn comes down with it. 13 yards. It's a tough grab. Nunn nearing 60 yards on the day. As Myers rolling right. Loss of 10. Just does not throw it away. Is keeping his eyes downfield too long. Second and 20. Myers looking. Throws. Zach LaFabe. LaFabe shakes off one tackle and is taken down by a pair of Buckeyes after a gain of 16. LaFabe closing in on the 100 yards. Myers looking. Finds LaFabe. However, it bounces right out of his hands. First and 10 midfield for the Buckeyes. And that is freshman Nate Lee with his first ever pass as a Buckeye. And it goes for 10 yards to Garrett Wilson. Welcome to the big leagues, Nate. Second and inches here. Split backfield. Handoff McCall. McCall gets away from Harrison, and Riggins gets him after a gain of 6. Second and 7. Lee. Handoff McCall. McCall at the middle of the field. Shakes off a couple tackles and gets 11 yards, finally brought down. Second and 10. Lee looking, screen, McCall. McCall right side. McCall makes a man miss. Kuntz is the last line of defense. Gets him. That's a gain of 16. First and goal. Buckeyes taking the time down and just trying to get this game over with as Lee looking. A little misfire from Nate Lee right there out the back of the end zone. 3 minutes to go in the game. Split back set. Lee looking. And another one goes out the back of the end zone. Little inaccurate, but he is a true freshman and the future of the Buckeyes as Lee rolling right, tries to take off. Washington with the sack. 4th and goal. The Buckeyes kick a field goal. First and 10. Myers throws. Dominic Johnson to the left side. Gain of 9. Got to hurry it up here. And they are hurrying up to the line. Myers having a not great game today. Handoff Patterson. Patterson gets the first down. Clock stops. Second and 10. Myers underneath to Patterson. Patterson gets out of bounds after a gain of 11. Clock stops. First and 10. Myers looking and just off the mark for Antonio Nunn right there. Second and 10. Myers is sacked. Not a good day for Myers back there. Is taking a beating. 3rd and 18. Myers looking. Goes over the middle of the field. That is LaFabe for 19. A hard throw to make right there. 2nd and 10. Myers going deep for Daniel Lee. And it is knocked away. That is Jasen Wint. 3rd and 10. 40 seconds in the game. Myers throws out right. Dominic Johnson, 9 yards. Falls out of bounds. Nope, they rule him inbounds. Bulls hurrying up to the line. 30 seconds and counting. 4th down. Could be their last play of the game here. As Myers takes the snap, throws, and he's got Dominic Johnson, who comes down with it. Dominic Johnson gets a gain of 23. Wait, never mind. That's Maryland Johnson. That is Maryland Johnson with his first reception of the day. Myers takes the snap, throws. Daniel Lee cannot come down with it. 15 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Not many options left here. Just got to go for the end zone. They do. And that is Maryland Johnson with his first touchdown of the season, I believe. Congrats to him, and let's get some more points and make this game look like it wasn't a complete blowout. Myers split back set of pre-Washington out there. Myers rolling right, has no one to throw to, but throws it across his body. Patterson is wide open. That's a throw you never make in a game, but when you're down by 25 points, you might as well. There's 12 seconds left in the game. And Evan Finnegan lining up for the onside kick, just to make this a little interesting. Let's see what happens. The ball bounces off of the hands team for the Buckeyes, and Finnegan gets his own kick. 12 seconds to go. Gotta imagine they're going deep on every single play here. And I am proven wrong time and time again. Jarrett Patterson, 3-yard reception. 2nd and 7, probably only 2 plays left. Myers throwing it deep, and it bounces out of Dominic Johnson's hand and off the defender. 1 second to go. They bring in Trevor Basinski, the strongest arm quarterback on the roster. Loading up, going deep, and short arms Daniel Lee a little bit. Game is over. It would have been cool to get another touchdown. Final score here from Columbus tonight, 45 points to 22. You know, that's kind of what everyone expected. But it was a little bit interesting there. The Bulls did make it a little bit interesting, you have to admit. At least we got to see a different type of offense from the Bulls tonight, showing they can be semi-competent at a hurry up and score type of game plan if need be. And it was against Ohio State, a fantastic team. So it's hard to really gauge how effective it can be against different opponents. But you like to think that maybe they're not as bad offensively as they were predicted to be in the beginning of the season. Now, Myers, you know, this is a hard defense to play against. The fact that he could get 288 yards in the air, that's just, you know, incredible for him. Patterson averaged 3 a carry tonight. Hard to run against this defense. He did what he could, snagged himself a touchdown. Zach Lefebvre, a fantastic night for him, 103 yards. And Natalia Nunn and Daniel Lee putting up good numbers for themselves. Defensively, you know, it's hard to have a really good performance against a team like this unless you're also a team like Ohio State. You know, credit to the defense. They didn't get blown out. They kind of did the best they could, and that's all you can really ask for. That's all we've got for today. Look forward to the next game against the Temple Owls, a renewed rivalry that I, for one, cannot wait to get started. It is going to be continued for the foreseeable future, and hopefully next year we can get the Syracuse rivalry up and running again. Anyways, that's all the time I have. Please leave me some comments, tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, critiques, anything. Have a good one.